Welcome back to the 2026 Chelsea Flower Show. Today, I am here with our garden designer, Davey, and he's going to wander around giving us his impression of the show. Well, this is the On the Edge garden designed by Sarah that's won gold.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful. Look, it's already attracting bird life. And I think most people are going to look at it from the front where you see the extraordinary fallen sculpture, but
Yeah.
you prefer the back of the garden.
Well, this is actually my favorite garden here,
Yes.
simply because it supports native wildlife, because it supports native plants, which is always important to support nature where you live. But it also means that all of the plants that are used in the garden are going to be able to grow much more easily than anything you bring in from somewhere else, because they were always meant to be there. And I really love the way that they've combined the natural lines of all the, I think they're willow twigs, weaving
stunning.
through of the stonework.
It is beautifully done.
It just looks like it's a ruin of something that nature just tried to reclaim and grow through.
It's like an English version of Angkor Wat, when nature's taken over.
Yeah,
The pom-pom with the viburnum is making me think of the English garden and
Yeah.
all the beautiful design that you've done there. And you were saying a lot of these show gardens are great because they look perfect in May,
Yeah.
but they don't look great year round. Whereas the English garden that you created, there's something in flower every single month of the year. And I have checked. I've been there.
Yeah.
Every month. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. That's just simple succession gardening.
It's simple to you, Davey, maybe not so simple to everybody else.
Okay.
This garden celebrates the edges of cities, those scrubby bits of land that can support wildlife.
Yeah. Always better to leave it than turn it into a car park.
No, absolutely. And in fact, it's making me think of the end of a civilization. I know that's not what it was going for, but the idea of this fallen civilization being taken back by nature.
Yeah.
And it does look as though it's just sprung naturally. Can you imagine the work that it must have taken for them to make it look like this?
Absolutely. Look at the grass around the tree. That's just simple wild grass. It's probably in a mat, but
How did they do it? So natural.
yeah. This one is a red leaf type of an elderflower.
I wondered because it looked like elderflower flowers, but I've never seen it with that colour leaf.
Yeah. Sambucus nigra.
Very, very pretty.
Yeah.
But does it taste as good in a cocktail, Davey?
I have no idea. I don't drink alcohol.
But you do drink elderflower.
That's true.
The arch is spectacular, especially with those tall foxgloves in the background. We have quite a few of those growing now in the woods. It's otherworldly, isn't it? Seeing her lying there.
Kind of looks like Mother Nature lying
Yes.
down to sleep.
Having a little nap. She's worked hard.
Let's hope she never wakes up.
Well, shouldn't she wake up every spring, Davey?
Or she might wake up and throw us off the planet to stop us destroying things.
Every year, Davey and I look at this stand with these spectacular tree fountains. And Davey was just saying that he's always wondered how much the huge one is. So
Yeah.
we just went and asked. If you would like that tree, and really, who wouldn't want that in their garden? That is £35,000. However, the smaller ones, for example, this one at the front, I think is one of them, it's about
2,800.
2,800. But it's so beautiful. Imagine in a pond with very naturalistic planting,
Yeah.
and that just coming out over the water. I think it's spectacular. And the bonsai style one here, that was 7,000, the one just on the right. Well, now we know, Davey.
Yeah.
Now we don't need to wonder anymore.
We can't afford it, but it's
But
still
we know.
beautiful. So this is my second favorite one, simply because my favorite style of garden is modern, and this one has a beautiful relaxation space outside. And then the planting isn't really similar to where I come from, but for the style that it's trying to emulate, it's really beautifully done.
What do you like about the planting? The wildness of it?
It's quite arid, so it's specific to probably more southern regions of France, but I especially like that it's sparse, because a lot of the Chelsea gardens are jam-packed full of plants. There's no space in between them, and that's probably good for judging. But in real life, a lot of gardens don't have that. They have patchy elements, they have holes somewhere that need to be filled in another season. So this is really lovely to look at.
So you love how natural
Yeah.
it is.
Correct.
Well, interestingly, it is called the Breathing Space Garden. I think that's what you're picking up on.
Yeah. And then just the execution of the concrete and then the simplicity of all of the lines is quite marvelous.
It's like looking into Davy's soul. It's such calm in there, isn't it, Davy? It's the opposite of the Lalande attic. It's what I want our attic to be like. Ordered, peaceful, gentle.
I think you'd have to take the roof off of the chateau to be able to achieve that.
It's much fuller around here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It feels quite enveloping.
But still really serene and just simple.
I think that though that's where you and I differ. I rather like these much fuller areas.
Yeah.
Here, like look at that happy bee. That's how I feel looking at this. And you like the sparser areas.
Well, I think it's easily explained as Le Corbusier would have said it. I like less is more, you like more is more.
Yeah, we're never going to agree on that. Philip, look at the family of Highland coos. Oh, aren't they darling?
Names.
Aggie, I like Aggie.
Rosie.
Gorgeous.
I like that one with the chain.
The chains, it's amazing.
Really cool.
I am so happy because I've just bumped into Andy and I hadn't seen you here for a couple of
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. And last time you were here representing National Trust.
Yes.
And now representing Eden Project.
Eden Project. So I'm the chief exec at the Eden Project. You probably recognise this Eden Project.
Yes.
It's now 25 years old. You know, this disused China clay pit that turned into an amazing global garden. £210 million in, 25 million visitors, 690 jobs. This money sticks in the local economy, but 6.8 billion has been pulled into the region. So that's the power of gardens, the power of horticulture. The people in Morecambe basically came down to Eden in Cornwall and said, look, we'd love to see those impacts that you've had in Cornwall in Morecambe. It's high unemployment, high indices of multiple deprivation. What can you do? So we came up with this plan to create another Eden project there. And this is what it looks like. And of course it's got a biome. It's got the realm of the sun and the realm of the moon. And the building between the two is called the metronome, and it's all about the rhythms of nature, rhythms of the natural world. But the first part of this project that's going to be delivered is all around you. And it's a garden called the Bring Me Sunshine Garden that refers back to Eric Morecambe and Wise, you know, that's the living. It's such a brilliant time of day to come and see it because it's
sunlight.
It's rained, everything's looking sort of on point. And co-curated this with Harry Holdings.
So talented.
Really, such a nice guy. But he said, I'm not going to just design it myself, I'm going to design it with young people in Morecambe. And they said, look, let's have a garden that's useful, let's have a garden that's postal but also edible. So just about everything you can see is edible. We've got things like samphire
I
tree.
love samphire. Samphire is one of my favourite things.
The hawthorn here is a hybrid hawthorn, so you can eat the berries.
I didn't know that.
Dill and chives and lots of things to recognise.
I saw some sorrel over there
and
as well.
storage. Yeah, it's really lovely. So there's that, and then there's this innovation. So things like here, you can see that this concrete is actually made from something called clamcrete. It's a very sustainable concrete. Most concrete produces a huge amount of carbon dioxide, and this doesn't. This actually absorbs carbon dioxide. So you can see it everywhere.
It's beautiful as well. Look at those shells in it.
What's interesting is it's quite an innovative thing, but actually we found out that it's actually a Roman method of making concrete.
No.
So it's really harks right back to the...
So we lost that for 2,000 years and now it's come back.
Yeah, exactly. I just love it. So it's inspired by shells, it's inspired by the landscape. And this water capture device is like a clamshell, captures the water and then it comes down a rill. So you can see it's actually wet because it's been running and it fills up these reservoirs that allows you to then irrigate plants.
And it's beautiful as well because it feels very natural, and yet there's something a little bit space age and James Bond about, isn't there? It's like Blofeld has suddenly decided he wants to go into gardening.
Exactly.
Love it.
What's really interesting is that the young people said this is all about the future. So it's really interesting you said that. A lot of the gardens here, I mean, they're so beautiful, the gardens, but some of them really do feel like they're kind of stuck in the past a bit. Not with design, but just more like they're from the past. Whereas this sort of feels like it's pushing to the future.
It is so new. And I love the wildness of it. It's as though it just happened naturally.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on the garden.
No,
It's so lovely to see you. It really
To
is.
see you as well.
We have come to a grinding halt. What did you just say, Davy?
I said that this stand has a couple of really pretty statues.
Davy! Everyone who knows you and who knows my love of statues and your hatred for them will have just, well, they'll have stopped with a cup of tea halfway to their lips.
Well,
Which ones do you like?
You
What are
won't
we
be as
allowed?
happy if you see the price tag.
Look, it's already great if we're agreeing on statues, so let's worry about where we'll find them
I
later.
really like the four ladies in the back.
Oh, so do I. They're so Art Nouveau. It must be the Four Seasons.
Probably, yeah, now that you say that.
Oh, yes, because look, we have the grapes there and then wheat for summer.
Yeah.
and the thistle. It must be winter, like a dried thistle, and then spring here with the lilies.
The irises.
With the irises. I'm lucky to have you with me. Oh, they're beautiful, Davy. So do you think you could imagine that we could get some at Lalande one day?
Well, you have an old drawing of one of the facades of the chateau with a staircase that was never built, which had 2 big lions on it.
These would do very nicely, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they just? In fact, they're amongst the most spectacular ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're marvelous. They're enormous and they're
Stunning.
beautiful.
And I think we've said it before on this same stand, the planters here blow my mind every year at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at how tall they are compared to me.
We measure things in Davies. But look how good they look. They're so elegant.
Yeah.
And the rustic ones as well. They are spectacular. They're also not that affordable. But
Yeah.
18th century limestone trough, 7,800.
But they're French. You could take them back to their country of
In
origin.
many ways, it would be saving them, wouldn't it? I have a moral duty to take them home. This company is called Garden Art Plus, and they have a lot of different things back in their normal stock. They just bring the huge, expensive showstoppers to Chelsea, obviously, to show off the most amazing things. I mean, these huge planters that Davy was looking at, they're hand carved in Italy. It's extraordinary. But I think we will definitely look at the rest of their stock,
At the
see what they
website,
have.
yeah.
Yes, look at the website. Beautiful. And look at Mercury. We've got to the gorgeous Eric Anderson's garden for Parkinson's, and this is one that you love, isn't it?
I do, yes. Particularly the handrail. The execution is absolutely beautiful, and just the way that it centrally snakes through the garden and gives people a handrest, but it's not just the handrail, it's actually a functional element of the garden. It's really, really, really attractive.
Have you ever seen that handrail with water running through it?
I've seen similar things, but they're usually much bigger because the more mass it has, the longer it'll last. I'm not 100% sure whether something like this is going to stand the test of time, but for now it's absolutely marvelous.
So this is one of Davy's Chelsea highlights.
Yes,
the
it is.
handrail.
This is for me the most spectacular object on the show, and it's a sofa completely made out of copper.
No one tell Philip. He's not with us at the moment. He's having a sit down, but oh my goodness, I had no idea that this existed in this world. And it looks so comfortable. It really looks padded. I mean, they've done it perfectly, the Chesterfield look.
Yeah.
Should we try it out? Oh, it's comfy. I can't believe it. It's really comfy.
It doesn't feel like metal.
No.
It's not hard. But
So,
it's hard,
is this the one thing you're taking back to Belgium with you?
I have a terrace that's 3 by 2.5 meters. I don't know if it'll fit on there.
I'd have to climb over the back to get onto it.
And I'd have to crane it in because it wouldn't fit through my terrace patio doors either, probably.
They even have the padded ottoman, the little padded coffee table. You are sworn to secrecy. You do not tell Philip that there are copper sofas in this world.
Okay.
Well, here we've come across to one of my highlights, the spectacular Japanese garden. I mean, I love his work so much that every year this is a highlight for me. But you feel slightly differently, don't you?
Well, I agree that the execution is fantastic. The garden looks amazing. But in design-wise, to me, it's starting to look a little bit like a pastiche of what a Japanese garden is supposed to look like. It's Japanese maples with moss, Japanese maples with stone, Japanese maple with a dwarf cedar, Japanese maples with a little Japanese tea house. There's never anything new, and I really miss that. I want to see something change. I want to see something fresh.
So do you feel that this isn't the place to celebrate the traditional? Because actually I think a lot of people would agree with you in the sense that there are no formal gardens. So it's hard to get inspiration for some of the areas at Lalande that we want to have formality in.
Yeah, correct.
Because nobody's doing that at the moment.
Well, they're slightly out of style, obviously, even though you could say for a lot of the gardens that are here, that would also take quite a lot of maintenance to maintain. But a formal garden obviously requires a lot of maintenance, which you already know because you pay the bills. It is the only example here that actually shows any kind of formal structure in the way that Japanese gardens are formally structured.
And I think that's why I love it so much. I think that Chelsea is missing formality.
Yeah.
And I feel that here they deliver every year
Yeah.
on this perfect symphony of the traditional Japanese garden.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that they should be marked down for that, in the sense that I think that's a beautiful thing to be doing.
I agree. The execution is absolutely top notch, but I would like to see it have a little twist. I always like to take an old concept and try and reimagine it to be used in a modern style, in a modern way. So I'd love to see what this particular designer, who's been doing it for donkeys,
Yes, who is a genius.
how he would interpret that in a slightly more modern way.
Actually, that would be fascinating to see, but I'm still delighted he's doing this.
Absolutely. We were just passing through an area that's actually called It's All About Plants, but it's really all about green, because even I'm missing a little bit of
And
color.
if you're missing colour, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know what the change is now compared to 3-4 years ago when there was still a lot more color. It's all really sedate and it's all very...
It's very tasteful.
It's very tasteful, yes. But sometimes you need a little splash of color to liven things up.
I can't believe I'm hearing you say this, Dave. This is usually the other way around we have this conversation.
Yeah, correct.
Because I always want really bright colours at Lalande, because to me that goes with the personality of that chateau, that specific one.
And
you always try and make it very tasteful, which I understand, you're a designer. But yes, there is a lack of colour.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is the Forgotten Forest garden. I must say how beautifully they've done this garden. I mean, look at these dry stone walls. Love it.
It's wonderfully done.
Don't you find it quite reminiscent of the woods at Lalande?
Absolutely.
With the little stone walls, the moss, slightly wild planting.
And the color issue here is actually quite normal, because you don't think about forests as being very brightly colored.
Yeah, so here it really works, because this is supposed to feel very natural, very woodland. I think this is beautiful.
You have this one at Lalande as well.
Yes, there's a lot of this.
Yeah, Pavilion pulls it out as a weed.
They've allowed it here.
It's actually the native version of geranium.
No.
The ground cover.
So it all started with that.
Well, that's actually the geranium version we've got here, northern Western Europe. But the other geraniums we use in gardens, they come from other places on the planet.
Okay, so they weren't bred from this one.
No. This wasn't
this
the
is
original.
the poor cousin that no one appreciates.
Exactly.
We've come into the pavilion. Davey, take us to your favourite plants of the year.
Well, actually, my favorite stand, as many other years, is the David Austin stand.
Spectacular.
The roses that they produce are absolutely beautiful. And also just the general look of the entire stand is always immaculate.
Yes.
So
you know, I've actually ordered some after going there.
Okay.
I've ordered Gabriel Oak, which is an extraordinary fuchsia colour. Because I love the way that the colour goes to a lighter pink. It almost looks like an optical illusion to me.
Oh, and it smells amazing.
It smells so good, doesn't it?
God.
So when I saw this on Monday, I thought, no, I have to order it.
Okay.
I ordered Emily Bronte, a big double rose.
It's really calm.
Yeah, it's a good description, actually.
Yeah.
Calm, gentle.
And it has the look of an old rose.
And the rambling rector on the arches. Yeah. Apparently it can thrive in a slightly shaded area. And I thought it would bring a lot of light to a slightly darker corner of Lalande.
Yeah.
And it's so delicate, isn't it, with that tiny little yellow heart. Oh, in the King's Road, last year's King's Rose.
We've got that one, yeah.
Happiness in a rose. But I think that's what I'll do, is each year when we come to Chelsea, we'll pick 2 or 3 roses and just take a couple of species back to Lalande. They won't arrive till November anyway, so we've got lots of time to plan where they're going.
That's true, yeah.
I love this name, Davey. Tottering by Gently. And it's a perfect description of this very gentle, delicate, unassuming almost rose. And I feel like tottering by gently is what I do every morning till noon. So we should probably add that somewhere.
Or people in an Emily Bronte book or something.
Exactly. And we've come up to have another look at the new rose of the year, the Sir David Beckham. And again, I find this one is rather unassuming. For example, it would be perfect in the gazebo area at
Yeah.
Lalande because you need to sit near it, don't you?
Yeah.
To really appreciate the delicacy of its beauty.
But it has a very particular shape, and I really love that. It's much more closed than
So it's like a little circle.
Yeah.
And it opens out quite wide apparently, but it's been a bit cooler than they were expecting.
Yeah.
So they haven't opened up as much.
Yeah.
But I think that on Friday they're going to have a lot of hot weather here and they're going to change a lot.
Yeah.
And it is almost like a painting of a rosebud. Yeah, perhaps we should find a spot for this as well. We've come over to Peter Beale roses now, and there's this gorgeous rose, and it's called Head for Flowers, which makes sense. There's so many flowers at the end of each branch, and this is a very pretty ground cover. And we're always looking for ground covers for Lalande, anything to keep the weeds down.
Yeah, true. This won't be as effective against weeds, but once you've got a couple of branches that have a lot of leaves on it, it would suppress about three quarters of everything that we
So
want to grow.
already it's a help.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
It's definitely not native to Western Europe.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What is it called?
I think the English name is bottle brush, but I'm not 100%
I
sure.
can see why.
Yeah.
We always get so many ideas coming around the pavilion. Davy, it's the Davy plant section. Look, these are the ones that we've got in the English garden, aren't they?
Allium Schuberti.
That everybody notices when they go in. And I think there's only one that's in flower. And all the guests say, oh my goodness, that plant in the English garden. So
Kind of looks a little bit alien.
it does. We should plant more. I love them. The alliums are looking great, as always. The large ones that we have like that at the front. I love alliums. I'm loving this section. It's giving me more ideas. So yes, more alliums, Davey. Never hold back on the alliums.
Well, they're easy to plant. They're just a simple bulb to stick in the ground in September, so it's easy to add somewhere.
Let's see if there's any unusual ones that we haven't seen yet. These are very delicate.
Yeah, that's Nectaris scordum.
Maybe we could add some of those here or there.
It's again a bulb we can plant. Slightly more tricky than alliums.
But they might not be quite as happy at Lalande.
They might not be quite as tall.
And these are delightful, these little ones, marshmallow. I think they'd look good in the English garden.
Yeah. Through some of the smaller perennials.
Yes, yeah, we could maybe try some of those. I brought Davey over to the South African garden because I'm pretty sure you'd all like to hear his thoughts on this.
Well, actually, this is my second favorite one of all of the stands inside of the pavilion, simply because of all of the different colors. It is much more vibrant than a lot of the other stands. And it also shows that when something happens like a wildfire in nature, that's not the end of something. It's always a renewal. It's always the start of something new. It's a really beautiful showing of what can actually happen if a forest burns down. You always get regrowth from that, and then 100 years later it looks exactly the same as it did before the fire, which is always a comforting thought.
Well, it's something we should think about in our lives when times are very, very tough.
True.
Think, no, something new will come out of this, and hold on and keep believing.
Yeah, true. And there are a couple of species we can grow as well, because that's Hippofia, for example, the yellow one.
That's delightful.
Yeah, you've got that in the walled garden, I think, against the wall in an orange and yellow variety.
Wonderful.
And then those are freesias, which are also sold in Western Europe. So that's also something we could plant in the garden.
Yeah, so there's something from this exotic garden, there's things that people can take home.
Yeah.
Except
Exactly.
for the lucky people who live in South Africa and probably already have them in the garden.
Yeah, something like the protea obviously won't grow in France.
No, and what a pity. Look at that.
That also looks kind of alien.
It does. I was going to say it would be really good next to our little alien squid plant. I find it hard to believe those peonies are real. I know they're real, but I can't believe it. They are huge. They're the size of someone's head. Do you think that's the coral charm? I think our coral charm, we have it, is smaller than that.
Yeah, I don't know that particular variety.
Beautiful.
For me, I prefer the lupin.
It's a beautiful
It's
colour.
easier to grow, probably, and it also lasts longer because you've got a layer after layer after layer of flower growing upwards. And with the peony, you've just got a couple of days, and then the leaves, the petals fall off. And
You have
it's
one
gone.
day and then Marie picks it.
Well, okay,
But then we enjoy it in the house.
that's true. But the lupins, they give interest 2-3 weeks after each other.
They're stunning. I can't believe you're heading back today to Belgium.
I have to get back to work.
It's been glorious.
It's been fun.
So Same time, same place next year?
Yes.
And a heck of a lot earlier than that at Lalande, I hope.
We will. Okay.
See you in the summer.
Yeah, okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Having seen all of the gardens now, we decided to take a little moment to stroll up and down and look at all of the shops at Chelsea, because actually there are some really lovely ones here, and it is worth taking a bit of time at the end of your day, if you have some time, to come and look at everything. Philip comes to the Carrier Company every year. He loves their jumpers. The Stevenson Brothers rocking horses are superb. They're every year. The zebra is my favourite. Oh, we've just found Happy Cabbage. I've got their dresses before on previous flower shows. I love them. They are so comfortable, so fresh and easy to wear in the summer. An absolute staple in my wardrobe. And I'm going to go and see Mollo, a company that I have loved ever since I was once here on a freezing cold day at Chelsea and actually had to buy a new outfit to wear because I could not carry on in the dress that I was wearing, and that was from Mollo. Look at that, Philip. This is incredible. I didn't know that they would have things with plates on them.
It's like the Janori plates.
It is.
Isn't it incredible?
Oh, it's beautiful. And this entire outfit over here, I love. With the gingham checked jacket and the striped skirt. I love this print so much. Isn't it beautiful? The rain is now coming down outside, but I'm ready for summer in here.
Very fresh, and it's a lovely colour.
Very nice.
Isn't that clever?
Really nice.
It can be worn open like
looks
that.
so different.
Okay, the third way of wearing it.
Very
You
nice.
design these, don't
Yes,
you?
we do. So we only make up to 30 of these coats.
Really?
Yeah,
Brilliant.
So we're the opposite to the high street. So and we'll never do that fabric in that design again.
Yes.
But we'll use that design again because it's so classic.
So really tiny amounts for each item,
Yeah.
all made in England.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful, really lovely you do. I have bought an outfit to wear for the cocktail party for the reveal of Philip's table parade. So tomorrow night you will see what it is that I chose there. Philip and I have come over to Susie Watson Designs. We like to come and see them every year. We have the prettiest cushion from Susie Watson in our library corridor. It's one like this one with two bunnies on it, or maybe hares. I mean, this one is beautiful. They do them in different colours, and I love it in our library. And I've just noticed that they've got one with what looks like whippets. Isn't that gorgeous? Their fabrics are so delicate. I mean, here you can see that it's a little bit of velvet just on the top of, what is it, foxgloves? Little bee coming up. The ducks are adorable as well.
I love the flower ones as well.
I was just looking at one like this with foxgloves, but this one is so pretty as well. No, I agree, the velvet ones are wonderful. So a way of bringing the gardens of Chelsea into your home. I love this stand. I feel as though you could just settle in, sit down, have a cup of tea. And I want to show you all this curtain fabric. It's hollyhocks, and again with little bees and butterflies, but that pop of colour in it is so gorgeous. And it has that faded grandeur look with the soft linen.
There's a hedgehog, there's a fox, there's robins.
It's very Lalande. Well, the fox is no longer my favourite animal since his intervention with the chickens, but the hedgehog definitely remains one of my favourite animals. We are ending the day on Harry's Garden, having an impromptu cocktail party with half of the people that I interviewed at Chelsea. Katerina, so good to see you. Your garden was so loved by the viewers.
Thank you.
Hugely popular, big favourite.
Come on over and say hello.
Once everyone's left the show, all of the stand holders and everyone working here comes and has fish and chips. Andy, thank you.
Pleasure.
Cheers.